Well, because I did not expect to really care about this person so much.
Oh.
I know. I don't mean to use the L word too soon.
Oh,
but
wow.
Jeez, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, I have goosebumps.
Don't listen to these haters.
My name's Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Good morning, Woody.
Right there's Menace.
What's up?
We got Gina Grad.
Good morning.
Seabass, good morning to you.
My dad still gets the Wall Street Journal, Menace.
Dude,
Does he?
the hotel I was staying at over vacation, they gave me a new paper every single morning.
Oh.
Yeah. It was awesome.
USA Today? That's like the hotel paper.
Yeah, totally.
No, it was like
Not
the local
offensive.
paper.
Yeah, where'd you go on vacation? 1985?
No. Hawaii.
There's Sammy. Good morning, Sammy.
Good morning.
Phones are open, 877-44-WOODY. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. I mean, we got our holiday break cheers and jeers, but I really want to just go right to Morgan's Cabo trip.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I mean,
We've all been waiting.
whatever we did, cool.
Please.
And I'll be happy to hear it. But we could bring Morgan in.
Is she here? Did she make it home alive?
She did make it home alive.
She survived, right?
She did make it home. I was following
What a miracle.
along. Were you guys all following along on social?
Of course. Morgan Watch.
Yeah, it was Morgan Watch.
Yeah.
I kept sending like text messages. Hey, this is your wellness check.
Yeah, same.
Just making sure that you're okay. I'd see a post, but I mean, what if it's not her making the post?
Ask her stuff only she knows.
No.
Speaking of holding up newspapers, so yeah, she was offered a free trip to Cabo by Rando Listener.
Yes.
Correct.
Which is more dangerous than Rando Listener food, which we get sometimes.
Yeah.
Homemade food, which goes in the trash.
And then who she met at an event, and
Right.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't
Right, yeah.
remember meeting at an event.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's like we met for the first time.
Then he slid into her DMs.
Yes.
They had a photo together.
Some of us tried to talk her out of it, thinking
Yeah.
this wasn't really a good idea.
Not
Yeah.
me.
Thank you, Menace.
But then
I almost pushed you into it.
Yeah.
That's
What can I
awesome that
say?
you did
I'm
it.
alive and I'm here. And
Tan as hell.
But then it got to the point where like her mom even offered to come out and watch her dog while her daughter went on this trip.
Best
Awesome,
wing woman
yeah.
ever.
yeah.
Yeah. And so you're back. You survived.
I'm back. I survived. Yeah.
thrived.
Tell us all about it.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
Oh, well,
We can't wait.
I
I
have
said I'd
supplies
like-
I need to go get. I thought it was the
Oh,
next segment.
supplies.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have gifts for you all that
Oh,
I brought
wow.
back.
You did? Oh, we can
Okay.
do gifts. We'll do gifts in the next part.
Okay,
we
well-
really want to hear how this whole thing went. Start at the beginning. He picks you up.
He picks me up
Nice.
from my house at like 3:30 in the morning to go to the airport.
He
boy.
came to your place.
Off to a strong
yeah.
start.
Oh yeah.
And
Address
has he paid for all of this?
everything.
Nice.
Flight, hotel.
Flight, hotel, and it was all-inclusive resort. Best resort I've ever been to in my life.
How
Have
It
you
was
been to an all-inclusive before?
No, I have not.
Free food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I previewed the resort. It was a nice
Yeah.
resort.
I have no idea what the resort is. What's it? Can you say the
tell-
name
Yeah,
of
it's
the
now.
resort?
called Breathless. They have
Breathless.
multiple
Okay.
locations.
Leave
I was
you
in the Cabos
breathless.
one. Oh my god.
Breathless
Yeah.
in Cabo. Now, I saw that you post like, "Oh, I'm all about the all-inclusive life," which led me to believe that this was your first
Oh, yeah.
all-inclusive. I had the same experience when I went to the all-inclusive for the first time. Like, this is it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who would do it any other way?
No, and now I know why you go to the same place in Mexico every year for vacation. And when you get there, they're like, "Welcome home," and I'm like,
Yes.
and I'm like, "This is
Yep.
where I'm gonna die."
It might be.
But it was so nice. They didn't even let us like take our own luggage to the room because they don't want you in the the lobby with luggage, and there's
It's not cute.
They also like
tables
tips.
with champagne literally in every room
Yeah.
you walk in.
And they
We
want to
had-
go through your luggage too.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. They didn't like put my panties in the drawer, but that's okay. And we had like the VIP part of the resort, so we got
Nice.
to go into this exhale club.
Oh, because it's breathless.
Some resorts have like a kid's side and an adults only side,
Yeah.
Right.
which is or the VIP side in this case.
Yeah, this resort was no kids, which
Yes.
love that.
Nice.
So that was amazing. But yeah, I mean, you're weighted on hand and foot.
Oh yeah.
I thought because it's all inclusive, they already have the money. Like the service would be kind of slow. They'd be pacing us. But second we got in, they're
it's
like,
Mexico, man.
"Can I get you a Mexican juice or whatever?" I'm like, "What's that?" And they're like, "A shot of tequila with some green juice."
They still want to get tipped.
Yeah.
So, were you tipping along the
Yeah.
way?
Yes, and that's where I did pay for some things. Thank you very much, everyone, because he had cash, so he gave me the cash because it wouldn't fit in his wallet. So,
Yes.
so it looks
fit
so
in his
like
wallet.
I've yet to see this guy, but that's
Yeah.
a pro move right
Yeah,
there.
so like, they
Here,
bring
you
a
should
shot,
hold on
and I'd
to
be
this
like,
'cause it won't
"Don't
fit
worry,
my
I
wallet."
got it."
I love this guy.
Throw some ones on the table.
It's the least I can do is
Yeah,
hold
I
on to your
know.
extra cash.
Right. And then you get the glory of tipping.
And hold on,
Yeah.
back it up a little bit. You get picked up at 3:30 at your place. The
Yes.
flight's what, 3 hours or so, right?
It was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Not bad at
2.5.
all.
Yeah.
So, and what were you guys chatting? What did you like? Hi, who are you? How nice to meet you.
Pretty much. I mean, like, I hugged him when he picked me up, so that kind of
nice.
got rid of the whole,
Oh, yeah.
any
Hugging.
awkward,
Did
whatever.
your mom meet him?
No, she was really sick, sadly, when she was watching my
Aw,
dog. She got the
bummer.
flu.
Oh, babe.
So she didn't wake up when he picked me up type of thing. But she met him when he brought me home.
Nice.
Okay.
So, because part of I know I told y'all there was a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
The surprise wasn't for me. The surprise was when he brought me home from the airport getting back. He picked up dinner for my mom and like.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
nice.
Wow.
When's the
This
wedding?
guy.
Let's go. Let's
thought
go
you were
back
gonna
to
be
Cabo.
like-
Wait, we just skipped over how many days there?
So we were
I
there
know,
for
I know.
3 nights, 3.5
Yeah.
days, which was not long enough. I swear to God, it should have been like
It never
8
is.
days.
Yeah.
No.
But you
And-
packed in a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all! My suitcase was 49.5 pounds.
Yeah,
For
okay.
3 days.
Who cares
Classic
about that boat?
woman.
The
Yeah.
actual stuff that you did, though. You went
Oh,
like
yes.
out on boats and
We
like
went
ATVs?
snorkeling. We
ATV.
did ATV tour with tequila. Like they taught me how to actually drink tequila like a professional.
How's that?
Professional drinker.
And,
Teach us.
and by the way, I thought that I can't handle my liquor, right? Because every time I drink with friends, like I puke almost every time.
Yeah.
But I learned that's because I was drinking Jose Cuervo. Okay, we had top shelf everything.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
oh my God, I felt amazing. I was like, I had like 4 shots before we even got to the room.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
'Cause we had to like,
Speaking of, let's get to
find
the real.
stuff.
Yeah, how long was that pillow fort in the middle of the bed?
Oh, shout out to Cabo. That was his idea. He's like, you should post a picture like that. People loved it, but it came right down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
cramming things in.
But I'm saying, so the flight there wasn't awkward.
No,
like,
not
there
at
was
all.
like free flowing conversation.
Yeah.
We're talking about like what kind of stuff you're gonna do.
Kind
Once
of,
you
or
were
just
there.
like getting to know each other,
Getting to
you know?
know you.
Like,
No
Yeah,
one
thing.
immediately put in their earbuds.
No.
Like, well, I'm going
Okay.
to listen to a podcast.
No, and
Yeah.
honestly, we both had aisle seats on the flight,
Ah.
so we weren't sitting
Right.
next to each other.
Oh.
And at
Oh,
first I was
so
like,
clearly
oh,
not
this
first
is good.
class because those are in pods of 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is good. We don't have to, be too close if it's awkward. But I was like, oh, come over here. Like,
Oh.
so
Nice.
Wow.
like literally from the very beginning, my mom even says, she's like, it seems like you guys have known each other for so long.
Money will do that.
Hmm.
I know. Yeah. No, it's not money,
Yeah.
Seabass.
I mean, did
No,
you
there was
learn a
no money.
lesson? Like, hey, you know what? Dating losers is actually like, not dating losers is actually kind of cool, you know?
It's amazing, and that's why I've been alone for so long. Because
Yeah.
thank you,
Been
finally
dating
someone
losers.
dropped out the sky.
So
Yeah.
you get to the hotel, you check in, you get to the room. The room's nice.
Room's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They had the TV on, and just so happened to be like PFL and UFC playing. So
oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
like instant wetness below.
Yeah.
You know?
PFL's what?
And so the balcony was amazing. The view was great. Infinity pool, like 3 of them.
Nice.
So
Was
the
it one
first-
that you can like walk out of the room and right into the pool?
No, I wish.
Oh, so
'Cause
okay.
we were on
it
a
wasn't that VIP.
higher. Thanks.
Yeah.
But next time. But yeah, so the first day was awesome because we didn't have anything planned. So we just kind of got to chill, go to all the different, private beach areas and try the restaurants and take a million tequila shots. Second day we went snorkeling.
What
which
happened?
Was really
Whoa,
cute.
first night, what happened?
Well, I want to get there because I have a. How about this?
Yeah.
Did you guys hook up?
Well, that's why I have supplies that I need
Wait,
to bring in.
What?
It's a whole, yeah.
Oh, it's a whole thing with
Yeah.
the gifts.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Gimp mask,
Okay.
But wait,
lube.
wait a minute. We're supposed to give you baby shower gifts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, it's
Good
true.
one, Seabass.
Because I was gonna say, number one, did you hook up? And if the answer is yes, then
I
I was
did.
gonna go around the room and I was gonna ask everybody at what point do you think, like, how
Oh,
long did it
that's
take?
a good game. That's good. I like
Yeah, 'cause that could be a good game,
that's
like-
fun.
Okay, let's do that game.
Because I had a thought because there's been so much talk about that
Right.
leading up to the whole thing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the goal. quite
Yeah. So
frankly.
and you know what? Like that's kind of the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I would say. And you're only there for 3 days, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So do you just do it right away to get it out of the way,
Ooh.
or do you wait until but you already had 4 shots before you even got to the
that's,
room?
That's where my head was
And,
at.
Yeah.
and already, like even before you got picked up, I mean, you're already kind of moving through. So
It's a whirlwind.
Oh,
Yeah,
so y'all
so-
think I got straight to the room and just
Bone.
well,
got
we'll
to
talk.
business?
well, we're taking guesses here.
Okay.
Because what you arrived noonish?
yeah,
hotel?
by the time we got
Okay.
to the hotel, it was
because
about noon.
that's a really good point, Woody, because I would maybe just want to do it to get it out of the way.
That's what I'm saying.
and then
Like,
go
yeah,
like,
sure.
chill.
Yeah.
Because that way it's just it's the thing that's hanging out there.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, yeah.
And that way you do it. and then you can move on from that.
Yeah, that's
know?
a good idea.
Yeah, because then you have like the ability to
less tension.
focus on the other
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, we've
Totally.
seen each other naked, so we can move
Yes.
past and
Yeah.
know our favorite color. Yeah.
All right. So let's just go ahead and take guesses. I'm saying it happened before dinner on the first night. Like, so they didn't even get to dinner that first night. And
Wow.
it happened then.
Yeah,
All right.
wow.
Kind of like what Gina and I were just
Yeah.
talking about. That we're on the same wavelength there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morgan's a lady, so I'm going to say after dinner. The first
After
night.
dinner.
Gina, for dessert.
Yeah, the first night.
But chicks don't typically like to do things like, especially when you don't know each other all that well, like right after a meal, right?
You're all bloated.
Oh, you are bloated.
Oh,
What-
wait, we forgot about that.
Gotta take a dump.
Well, not that.
well, I have a question about that, by the way.
Wasn't there a peer alert?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Alert?
yeah. You know what I did on the trip? I downloaded a peer app. You know, one of those apps
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tracks your peer, which feels wrong to have on my phone.
No, why does it
Calendar.
feel wrong?
Because then the government has my peer information. It's one
Chinese
thing to say it on national radio, but I
She's
don't want to.
fertile.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, okay, to answer the peer question, I am the luckiest woman in the world.
Ah.
My
Good.
peer ended the day before I left.
Wow. Good for you.
I know.
Okay.
Great news.
See, my wife intentionally, she does the same app thing, but she tries to work it so it starts the day of the trip.
What?
Now-
Oh.
Yeah, she clenches until
So-
they get
that's
to
very
the
Wait,
nice.
I gotta ask. That means you're super not fertile because you just
Correct.
got rid of your egg.
Yeah.
That's
Which
right.
is
Okay.
perfect.
You can't
'cause
get
now I know that
pregs.
because the app.
I said before dinner.
After
first
dinner
night.
that
After
night.
dinner, first night. Greg?
I'm gonna say night 2 because you were nervous because it's been quite some time.
Okay. And
Like you were willing and excited,
Let's also keep in mind,
but also wanted to wait.
she had not had sex since March something
Right.
of last year,
Yeah.
Wow, Jay. Of 2024.
Yeah.
of 2024. But it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm
Yeah.
thinking she waited.
Menace.
I say next morning.
The next
Oh.
morning.
Yeah,
Morning.
next morning. I'm not
Okay.
saying they didn't make out the first night,
Sure.
but I say
Sure.
above that
Sammy?
next morning.
I think that I think they did it. It was after dinner, but not right after dinner. I think they stayed out drinking for a long time until they made it back to that room.
Yeah, the first night.
Yeah, the
Okay.
first night.
All right.
Yes.
But before, okay, got it. And then Seabass?
Well, let me to answer to help me. What airline did you use to get down there?
Why does that matter?
Because
Get extra horny
All
on
right,
there or something?
yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
cheap-
We're
the
asking
cheapest-
questions here.
Alaskan.
Okay.
Alaska.
Okay.
Middle of the
All right.
road. Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm gonna say that was after dinner, but it wasn't a full hookup. It was.
Yeah, well, I
third
said
base.
there was at least there was making out.
Mouth
night
half
one.
hookup.
Well, I'm gonna go beyond second base. I'll go to third base.
Yeah. Ooh,
So I pulled
okay.
that move before.
What are the bases now?
Yeah,
like
now
they
I'm
were
clear.
different.
Exactly.
always been first base is kissing, second base is like making out and fondling, third base is mouth party, fourth base is all the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Fourth
so
base.
That's always it's always been
Oh.
that way.
I thought there were
not
only
really.
3
Yeah.
bases.
Home base.
Yeah. See, I always thought third base was fingering.
Well,
Yeah, I'm glad
Well,
we
yeah.
said
Yeah.
that,
Anything
Feeling up a second base. First base was like French and
Third base can include that.
French and
Wait, what? Third base is French.
no, first. I'm going backwards. I started with third. Second base was, first was making out French and like
and
tongue.
then
when's the last
feelings.
time you heard an adult say Frenching?
French and
Yeah,
never.
whatever. But not just like a kiss.
Right,
Like it had to be like
tongue.
make it. Yeah,
Yeah,
tongue.
Second
making
is
out.
make out
Making
slash
out.
over the clothes stuff.
Yeah. Right.
And then third is any kind of sexual activity.
Oh,
Okay.
see, I thought second was hands, third was mouth.
Oh.
Mm.
I thought
Okay. Anyway.
I thought
Anyways.
second was like top and third was bottom.
Right.
Correct.
Like
Oh,
over the
all right.
clothes.
Correct.
She's on the right hand, but,
Yeah.
but
Right.
bottom
Yeah,
could
yeah.
also include.
Oh, I thought you meant I'm on top and the next
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
I'm on bottom.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think
Anyway.
I think they because I've done that before where like we show up and she's in the mood, so you do the mouth party stuff to get that out off the table.
Yeah.
Take the temperature down a bit, and then you can get to the home base stuff later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you have your stuff.
Yeah,
that-
so, well, now it's kind of ruined. But
No,
I was
not
going to
at
give
all.
y'all gifts to get away from this conversation.
Oh, okay. Good flag.
yeah. How the hell are we gonna get away from that conversation? That's not happening.
Yeah, well, because I did not expect to really care about this person so much. So I know I don't mean to
Jesus.
use the L word too soon.
Oh,
but
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, I have goosebumps.
Don't listen to these haters.
I know.
I
I'll
love
take
it.
this.
I
Love,
love
Morgan.
it. I love it.
But
All
to
this is
answer
one
the
inclusive,
guesses,
all-inclusive resort.
Hell yeah.
Seabass is mostly correct.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I've been in this
It's not like
situation
we
before.
didn't,
You did a little something,
Physical
something.
feel
stuff.
each other's
Yeah.
bodies. Yeah.
Nice.
But
Okay. So when you first got to the room,
no, just that first day
First day or
day,
first
but
night?
When did it happen though?
at night.
Okay, so it
Like
was
when
after
we're laying
dinner.
in bed cuddling.
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
stuff.
pound 4 tequila shots by lunchtime
I
and
know,
not be
come
in
on.
that. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
top
Yeah.
shelf. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so like that night, the first night,
the first night we get in bed to go to bed.
there
we're
was no
just
like
cuddling.
put-ins
No.
Yeah.
that first night.
No.
It- Yeah, it wasn't puddings. It was
No
just
puddings.
It was just
mouth stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
See
Yes.
that?
And
Well
then
done.
So that mean what prize do I get?
yeah, so
Yeah.
actually Seabass for you. And because it's all-inclusive resort, most hotels, they have the minibar in the
Right.
room with all the snacks. And you
Don't
gotta-
take it off. The
Yeah,
waiting.
if you move
will,
it, you got to
yeah.
pay for it. Well, this was all included. So they had some Japanese nuts in there.
Oh, I love those.
Is it for you, Seabass? I'm throwing it over. Oh.
Daily Mention. Daily Mention of Japan.
I love
So
those.
congrats, you got it right. Do we have
Yeah.
more
By the way,
games to play? or-
Japanese word, natsu.
Ooh.
Oh.
Natsu.
Oh.
And then Greg,
Yeah.
I have some Mexican M&Ms.
Oh,
LAEMAs.
But the package says exceso calorías. So be
Okay.
careful.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, warning. Okay.
Adorable.
Diet starts tomorrow.
Right. And then that first night when we are in the room before we went to dinner, cuddling all those cute things, someone knocks on the door and we're like, who's that? And this lady brings this bottle of wine with these 2 glasses and we're like, we didn't pay for that. And she's like, no, you didn't.
No, you
It's for
didn't.
You got the honeymoon suite. It's
But I was
included.
too busy drinking tequila, so
Oh,
Oh, studio wine.
Don
I smuggled it through
Silvestre.
customs.
Yeah.
So Greg, if you could rate the wine for
What is
me.
it?
Sure.
Okay.
Give us a name here.
Don Silvestri,
Ooh.
father
Oh,
of Chilean.
Mexican Cabernet.
Is it from
Yes, it says Cabernet. Yeah.
from Napa Valley?
Excellent.
2023 Cabernet.
Made in Mexico's finest toilets.
What's he said?
It's a Chilean.
Oh, Chilean. Okay, that's fancier.
So
than
my
that.
goal
nice,
was when
yeah.
y'all started asking these juicy details, I was just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, here's some gifts," and then
Nah, dog.
So-
turn the conversation.
What part of his personality is making you love him so much? Is it the all-inclusive personality, or the
No, it
picking
had-
you up at the airport?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The vibes were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Environments like fairy tale land. That's why when I got back, I thought, oh, maybe I'm not gonna like him once we're
Right.
back
Yeah,
home.
honeymoon.
Turn back into a pumpkin.
I liked him way more when we
Oh,
got
nice.
home. So about his personality,
Babe.
God, a conversation's just so easy, and we
Nice.
get along so well. Everyone kept saying like, "Oh, is this your honeymoon or your anniversary?"
Oh
They're
my
like,
God.
yeah.
We
We're
just
like,
met yesterday.
I know. We're like, we just met, and they're like, you guys get along so well.
Oh, yeah, it's because I'm drunk.
Hell yeah.
So you've been talking since you've been
Have you
back here.
seen him
Mexican
like every
toilet
day
wine.
Have I
since
what?
you got back? Have you seen him every day since you got back?
Oh,
Are you
every
like
day.
living
Not
together
every day.
basically?
But you have gone on dates outside of the resort
Yes.
trip.
Nice.
And when he brought me back, we came back New Year's Eve, and he brought my mom dinner, all that. My mom said, "Why don't you stay the night, Cabo?"
Whoa. Hell yeah.
I
Cabo
never had
stayed
a-
with your mom?
Yes, I've never had a man stay in my house with parents in my house. You know, like it was weird.
That's
But
cool.
She apparently wanted to
did
bang
you go
him.
to that? Did you go to that Ruth Chris in Cabo that I recommended?
We didn't go in there because we walked by and he's like, "Oh, you should tell Minnis you're going here."
Yeah, why are we going to restaurants when we have free food?
Exactly.
Once the seal was broken though, and you guys did it for the first time. Was it just
How do you
like
know we did it?
huh?
How do you know we did it? What am I? I'm saving myself for marriage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She said she was never going to do it again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we did take a shower together. The shower
nice.
was so
Oh.
nice.
Hell yeah.
One of
It's
those
like, coming from different angles.
Oh,
like
did you-
from
the
the rain
ceiling.
shower.
Did you
yeah.
in the shower?
Yeah.
no, and I don't
Watch
know if
how
you have
efficient I am.
Yeah, check this out. You want to see a magic trick?
I learned this at work.
I should have, but
time saver.
that's something I would have practiced at home before going
Yeah.
on a
Yes.
trip and
Yeah,
doing.
Yeah.
Never
You
did.
pee with the door open?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well that's just
Good.
being a civilized person.
And I will say though, the second we got there, before we even got to the room, taking tequila shots, I don't know if I'm a normal person, but if I start drinking, I gotta poop instantly.
Oh.
Like
yeah.
it's some kind of aphrodisiac for
Nice.
my butt, you know?
Oh, an aphrodisiac.
So I didn't make it to the lobby to poop before we went to the room. TMI. And then I lost the feeling. I didn't poop for like 5 days.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, good. Your
nice.
body
I was,
knew.
Yeah, I was.
Your body got you.
closed
Yeah, your
down.
body
but it was
knew.
sad
Matter.
because I wanted to,
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Did you guys talk about it?
On the plane on the way back? We were going to the bathroom at the airport, came out, and I'm like, have you pooped during this trip? And he said no. And I'm like, oh my God, me neither.
Wow.
Oh,
Since
babe.
you were in the Mexican airport, did you buy any drugs there?
Oh,
They do
yeah.
have pharmacias.
Do you get any Ozempic for
They
like $5?
they had mad Ozempic there.
Oh, lucky.
Only a little bit of fentanyl.
Even at the airport in Mexico, there's
Yeah,
Ozempic.
yeah.
there's
My buddy
everything.
was sending me photos.
Yeah. and
Ozempica.
I asked him, I'm like, can we shoot up tonight? And he said no.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm not
All
buying
of it.
Mexican Ozempic. Sorry.
What was the question before?
I don't know.
What does this guy look like for folks who don't like? I think
I'll
he's
show a
kind of
picture. I mean, I don't
like get the height, weight,
don't wanna put him
hair.
out
He's
there.
like 6'2".
Okay.
And
Nice.
which that's what I was nervous about. I'm like, I prefer 6'5" and up.
Not tall enough, 6'2".
Yeah,
Well, and I
6'2".
brought like 4 pairs of shoes because I didn't know what size heels I could wear. I was able to wear my little 2-inch heels, and
Wow.
I
Right.
wasn't
And what are you
towering over him.
5'11" without heels?
Like 5'10" and a half.
Well, and she posted pics in her bikini. Like, she was looking
Oh,
fine.
Gina.
Yeah, he had to see. Did you guys see these?
Yes, and her mermaid
Damn.
hair. Stop, I loved it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
She was like,
oh my
All I saw
god.
was,
That's what I was obsessing about.
all I
Yeah.
saw was
Mermaid hair.
tequila bar and water shots.
Yeah.
And then like some picture of, like from a boat.
oh. But did you see when she had that, like, not covering anything top on with the bikini?
I think you were
Yeah,
in
it was like a
bathrobe or
cover-up.
something.
Yes.
Like some sort of like what do you call it?
like
Not a robe, but
cover-up.
macrame,
Yeah.
like
It
cover
was
up.
basically like
Swimsuit
something
cover-up.
that was knitted or something.
Or when
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
pulling her bottoms down, showing her tattoo, being like, "Oh, I forgot I got this."
Oh, well, 'cause
And
there
she's
was
like
a-
pulling her bottoms off.
I did see. Well, I did see that where it said the R.I.P. OJ tattoo that
Right.
you
Yeah.
got.
Well, because I don't, I'm wearing sweats most of the time with this job, so it doesn't really come out much. We were at the pool laying out, and there's an older woman next to me because we're with all the rich people, right? And I swore she was looking at me weird, and then
Yeah.
I looked and I'm like, oh, my OJ tattoo's just out, like this older white woman's definitely judging me right now,
Well, this guy made the perfect move because when you have a chick who's only used to dating pores and
I
you
know,
show her just
yeah.
the littlest bit menace of
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
attention.
How,
Next thing you know,
how
she's in love.
life can be better.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh,
She goes from celibate to in love.
Yeah.
stop dating losers and
I
look what
mean,
your life
I
can
know,
be.
listeners,
sounds-
like ladies, if you're dating losers, why?
Yeah.
He sounds
You don't
legit
have to.
thoughtful.
You can't fix them, ladies.
That's the thing, and the resort was great. It helps that he has money and all that stuff, but it really is like he is so thoughtful and genuine and kind.
It's easy to do when you
and-
have money.
So
I'm
he's
not used to
really
people
into
being
you,
nice to me.
and you're really into him.
Yeah,
I love it.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
like,
Let's
like
go.
this
Now,
is the thing.
Greg, how
now.
could she be rich for the rest of her life?
I know.
How
What
do you do
two
this?
magic words could be
professional.
said where you never have to work again?
Well, we were
Weird.
so drunk getting off the boat from snorkeling on our way back to the resort. There's people offering you cocaine and
Yeah.
weed and all this
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
take that
So nice,
fentanyl.
neighborly.
yeah. There's a jewelry store, and I'm like, can we go in here? And so we go in. They're giving us caviar and champagne, and I just know he's so nervous. I'm like trying on rings,
Oh,
like.
hell
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Nice.
So
Wow.
yeah,
I'm sweating hearing this. I can't.
I'm
I
so
know, it
glad
was
you
so-
went.
This is
seriously,
amazing.
it was like. I will cry, but it was the best decision I've made in a long time.
Nice.
And I'm just so grateful to him and happy. And we're already planning our next trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
And
Are we now?
I mean, God.
Shout
she
out
should be-
Breathless in Cabo, best resort of my life.
I mean, she should be thanking us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Only
Like
resort of
otherwise,
her
you would
life.
have never met him.
Yeah, only resort, best
Yeah.
resort.
So we know the answer then to the put-ins. It happened just not on the
Of
first night.
course. Of course
Second,
it did.
second and third night.
Yeah.
Again,
Of course.
Nice.
And this feels weird to me, but
Well, we know
because-
anal didn't happen because she was,
Yeah, well, maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like the
Too
knife
risky.
in the ketchup jar.
Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
get,
yeah,
it
I
go,
was like-
get it going.
turtling the whole time. It was
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I feel weird about this. I'm very an open,
Oh my
hold nothing
God.
back type of person, but I truly care about this person. I want to keep our private life
Oh,
private.
my
So,
God.
Yes, with a wink.
I care about trips too.
Okay.
I love that jewelry
Morgan.
She's
store.
Oh,
saying, don't
yeah.
upset the gravy train.
It's just so cute that she's like,
She's twinkly
I
right
know.
now.
Yeah, I'm like,
Right.
I've never
Googly.
felt like this before.
This is
Morgan,
like-
I'm glad it went well.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thanks for
And,
being supportive, guys.
Yeah. We'll look forward to the save the dates
Yep.
that are no
I
doubt
know.
RSVP.
Cabo. Wait.
Yeah.
coming up.
Destination wedding.
yeah, destination, right?
More Woody Show next.